Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I want to be talking about my build for the Mercenary class in Ghost of Yōtei. I've been having a lot of fun with this build. I think this is probably one of the best builds for the Mercenary, and I want to share it with you guys because I feel like this build is really, really strong, and I don't think there's been a lot of I think there's been a lot of like confusion on what's actually good for Mercenary, and I feel like the build I've been making is really, really strong. So let's just get into it. I don't want to spend too long on this video, so I'll try and go over everything in a quick fashion, so you guys can get on with your day and hopefully try out this build and tell me how you guys like it. Um, so as far as the passive abilities, this is probably going to be your most important passive ability, Death Onslaught. Whenever you kill an enemy, you with ghost weapons, or not ghost weapons, throw weapons, you lower all cooldowns by a huge amount. Kind of annoying. I wish they tell you exactly how much. I hate it when games do that. Like, what the hell is a massive amount? Is that like 70%, 20? Like, you never know. but excuse me, sorry. Let me go back to Mercenary. But yeah, this is, long story short, this is going to be your most important passive. Um, so keep that in mind when I talk about this build. As far as the technique goes, Spirit Throw by far is going to be the main, your main class ability. I've experimented with Spirit Animal using different builds, but I just felt like the Spirit Throw is going to be by far your best. Same thing with the enhanced impalement. You just do more damage. If you like, genuinely, this is all preference. So if you want to run class ability cooldown, you definitely can. Same thing with ghost weapons. If you feel like you want more damage with your ghost weapons, you can. I feel like this is a bit less value, but if you want to run less class ability cooldown, perfectly fine. I do more damage, or I prefer more damage, so I can one shot a lot more. But that's just me. Spirit Shatter, again, this is probably best in slot. If you want to, for this build, if honestly, Spirited is also not bad. If you wanted to get Spirited as well, it's pretty good. But Spirit Shatter it's going to be best in slot. As far as the ults go, again, this is literally all preference. All of these are really good. I personally prefer more Thunder Strikes because that creates more stagger damage, and more stagger damage equals more chances for their weapons to drop. If you guys did not know that, so stagger damage is extremely important in this build. Um, so this is what I like to run. Again, Weakening Blast is also very, very, very nice. Not sleep on any of these. This is my personal preference. Well, yeah. Um, Moving on to the gear. If you guys want to screenshot this, pause the video, do whatever you can. I'm going to be talking about all my weapons, my legendary weapons and whatnot, and some legendaries you can run if you don't have these specific legendaries until you get them. Um, as far as my substats go, you basically want to focus on throw damage, cooldown, class cooldown, and stagger damage and spirit gain. That's pretty much the three things you want to focus on: spirit gain, stagger damage. Yeah, spirit gain, stagger damage, weapon throw damage, and class ability. So that's four. I'm sorry. You want to focus on those four. I like to have at least four or three um, throw weapon substats, at least three or four class ability, just to keep a good balanced. Keep it really balanced, so I won't have too much throw weapon, and then I have like a super long cooldown, and I have too much. I have too much class ability cooldown, but then I don't have enough damage. So definitely keep a really, really good balanced medium, so you'll have the best of both worlds. And obviously, you want spirit gain, stagger damage. You're mainly going to be using your katana, so you know, uh, having dual katana stagger damage is going to be really, really helpful. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll go over each weapon briefly. Again, you're not really going to be using the katana like that, but again, you want to have weapon throw damage and spirit gain. This is probably going to be your most important, or your second most important. If you don't have this, I will go over in a little bit. I will go over some substitutes, but this weapon, it calls down a lightning strike at the end of your combo. So this right here, whenever you hit someone, it'll call down a lightning strike. I'll go into practice range to show you guys in a second here, but that is going to be really good because that thunder strike creates a lot of stagger damage, and it's an AoE stagger damage, and that also helps with dropping the weapons. So this is going to be very, very helpful when weaving in your combos and whatnot. And I have poison damage. If you guys want to put on burning blade, it literally doesn't matter. This is my preference. Again, you don't have to copy me one for one. But this weapon is very important if you guys do not have it. This highly suggest you get this. With my Adachi, again, I just have class ability and then spirit gain on melee, which is going to be good. Whenever I'm whenever I'm spamming my lights, that'll be good. Throw weapon damage and then melee stagger damage. The concussion bombs are also extremely important. Again, if you don't have the lightning's bite, the vengeful Onibi bomb is going to be a really, really good substitute because you're going to be able to spam your concussion bombs. So that's going to be a part of your gameplay. It's just being able to spam all your abilities. So concussion bomb is definitely really important. I have scorch bombs, so you can have more. Have more. It's gonna be really, really good. I don't think there's really a second. Yeah, spirited is it's not bad, but it's not like scorch bombs. This is probably going to be your most important legendary item. This is not really going to be replaced by anything else. Basically, whenever you consume the Sakai, which you hold down, I don't know what it is for Xbox. I'm sorry, but if you oh wait, no, never mind. This isn't even for Xbox. I'm stupid. But basically, if you hold down the down touchpad, you will consume sake, and it guarantees you 2 spirits. So this right here, that is going to be extremely important because you're going to be able to have damn near 100% uptime when doing that. So that is going to be extremely important. There's not really, like I said, there's not really any other charm that kind of does this. So extremely important. Throw weapon damage as well and spirited. And one thing I forgot to tell you guys, which I do find to be important, I would highly suggest focusing because my substats aren't perfect. I don't have everything up to S rank, but I will get there eventually. Especially my smoke bomb, I need to get that up to to S rank. So my stats aren't perfect, obviously, but I want you guys to notice that if you look at my legendary, Spirit Brew, the throw weapon damage at S rank is 20%. Versus my katana, which is S rank, and that's 18%. That's 2% more damage if you're using throw weapon damage at S rank, rather it being only 18%. So I would highly suggest if you want to prioritize your damage, which I highly suggest you guys do, I would put throw weapon damage on 2 of your legendary slots. That's extremely important. I really feel like that needs to be known. But yeah, little tip there. But yeah, this is very important. Would not replace this for anything else. If you guys don't have this legendary weapon, it's not the end of the world. Again, I'll show you guys some of the alternatives. Kunai is probably going to be best in slot. Super low cooldown. It's throw. You can throw it, which counts as throw damage, and I have kunai damage and class ability cooldown, and then hidden blaze as well, so you can throw multiple kunai. You're going to be able to instantly reset your kunai if you get a kill. Like I said, Def Onslaught is going to be really important because you reset your kunai instantly when doing this. So that's going to be really, really important whenever you're doing stagger damage and you're able to kind of just weave this in constantly. And then last but not least, Smoke Bomb, which is going to be as well or also really important because you want to do you want to be able to do stealth attacks, and stealth attacks grant you a lot of spirit. And not only that, but if you use the smoke bomb and you have on the perk that gives you more ammo for your concussion bombs, you're going to be able to spam these more. So, like I said before, guys, you basically just want to be able to spam your abilities as much as possible, and you will get spirit. Whenever you get spirit, you're able to spam this ability, your thunderous bite. Lightning's bite, you're able to spam that, and you're able to do a lot of stagger damage. Obviously, with your throw weapon, you're going to be doing stagger damage like that, and then you're going to be able to weave in that some more. And whenever you do enough stagger damage, you can do those finishing moves, which also again gives you a lot of spirit. And if you're somehow low on spirit while doing all this, which you shouldn't be, spamming your concussion bombs and your smokes and whatnot, and your spirit and your throw weapon attacks. Throw weapons also give you a lot of spirit. That's when you pop your sake and then you gain all of your spirit right back. And I'm not sure if it tells you exactly the cooldown on your, yeah, I don't think it tells you the cooldown on your sake, but it comes back fairly quickly. So you shouldn't have to worry too much about like being like low, because your main source of damage is going to be throwing your kunai, spamming your lightning bite, and throwing your weapon damage. And obviously, whenever you have your ult, you spam your ult, and you get the reset on your smoke bomb and your kunai. You just do it all over again. You just do it over and over and over. And it like I said, guys, it's basically. Like I said, it's almost 100% uptime. Like there really is very little downtime to this build, which is why I enjoy so much. Because you can, there's a lot of things you can do to be able to keep your uptime. Because what I feel like a lot of the mercenary builds struggle with is you want to focus on your throw weapon damage, because your throw weapon damage is very important. But when you can't have 100% uptime on throwing weapons, so you need something else to be able to compensate for that. And I feel like this weapon, the lightning's bite, is very, very, very good for keeping that uptime whenever you're not constantly throwing weapons. So that's really important to know. And one more thing, because I don't think I'm going to have gameplay on this video, but if you guys want to see actual gameplay and how I'm incorporating this entire build, just let me know. I'll show gameplay like a full survival or incursion or whatever, but just let me know. And I think last but not least, I'm not sure if there's anything else I wanted to say, but being able to upgrade your passive abilities to S rank is going to be extremely important. But I don't want to yap for too much longer, because I think that's like the bulk of the the build. Just being able to weave everything in, being able to spam your abilities, being able to have like pretty much 100% uptime is going to be really, really strong. This build is really, really strong in survival, and I highly suggest you guys try this out. Let me know if you guys enjoy it. Let me know if you guys have any tweaks to it. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I did forget something. As far as the weapons, if you do not have Lightning's Bite or Spirit Brew, like I said before, Vengeful Onibi Bomb is a very good replacement. The Affliction Caltrops, again, very, very, very good replacement if you do not have these two legendaries yet. And last but not least, the Weakening Smoke Bomb is also it's a very decent replacement, because again, you're going to be using smoke bombs anyway. So if you want to use the Vengeful Smoke Bomb, which provides weakening and whatnot, this is going to be very, very good. And obviously having armory on both of these is going to be very helpful, and that's only if you don't have these. So using you can still spam your spirit move. Like, you're still going to be able to spam your spirit move. It's just not going to be able to do the lightning bite effect if you don't have that weapon. And you're still going to be able to basically, like, you're still going to be able to use the build as intended. You're just not going to have it at full capacity or full effect, because that Spirit's Brew, the sake that I mentioned, like, this is, unfortunately, this legendary it's unreplaceable. So definitely farm for this if you guys can. I'm gonna be doing the nightmare missions, because I think they just reset. Yeah. So yeah, you guys have a great rest of your day. Try to make this video as quick as possible. Try to make this video as quick as possible. But yeah, you guys have a great day, and bye.